Having trouble falling asleep as well, huh? Yeah, I get it. Oh, the humming? Yeah, sorry. I hope it wasn't too distracting. It's something my whole family does to self-soothe, I guess. That and, if you ever see any of us anxious, you'll find us, like, playing with our hands, kind of like rubbing in patterns, or twiddling our thumbs. It's very old school-esque. But for whatever reason, you start these guys moving, and all of a sudden, you're nice and relaxed. Got that one stuck in my head. That and I bite the frick out of my nails. So, when you say we do a little bit of personal attention for you, I'm not going to sleep anytime soon. Look at these bags. They're not ready to give yet. They're just not ready to give. So, you can relax, clear your head, and I'll just be here, helping you out with all the techniques that I know. So, I didn't really prepare too much. It would be weird if I prepared for this without knowing that it was going to happen, but yeah, we're here. I always have some books close by. This one's called A Fright in the Night, and it's by Roderick Hunt and Alex Brichta. It's always odd how children's books typically have more than one writer. It always confused me. Writers are very solitary people. I hate to put them in a box, but that's how it works. You write in a room quietly. I like this story. It's not too cheesy, Alright, let's see. How do I want to do this? And it begins. Oh, I definitely stole this from my elementary school. Cool. Biff and Chip went to stay with Gran. They went to stay for a week. Be good, called Mom. Don't worry, said Gran. I will. Silly Gran, she was talking to the kids. Well, she really was talking to the Gran. Gran's house was small. It had 2 bedrooms. Biff and Chip had to sleep in the same bedroom. Biff wanted the bed by the door, and Chip wanted the bed by the window. That's good, said Gran. I like the drawings here, too. I don't know what you would call that. Not much of an artist. But I think that's watercolor style print. Words. Gran had some plastic bags, and PJ skipped a page. We go back to number 4, where Gran took Biff and Chip for a walk. They went to the woods. Biff saw some blackberries. She wanted to pick some. Gran had some plastic bags. She gave one to Biff and Chip. We can make some blackberry jam, she said. If you've never had homemade blackberry jam, you best get on that. Gran made the blackberry jam. Biff and Chip helped. Chip made some labels, and Biff licked the spoon. Teamwork. Excuse me. They made 9 jars of jam. You can take a jar home for Kipper, said Gran. Silly little Kipper. Don't eat too much. And a jar for Whiff and Lamb. Guessing that's the mother and father. The children loved Gran's house. It was very old. It had a big, big fireplace. Biff helped Gran light the fire. And once again, PJ derailed to do something for himself. I had an eyelash, and it wasn't a lucky one. Chip helped Gran get some logs. Do you have ghosts? He asked. Gran laughed. There are no such things, he said. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? They sat by the fire. Gran made some toast, and Biff wanted to try the new jam. It's still too hot, said Gran. Chip had a new game. It was called Haunted House. We can play Haunted House before we go to bed, he asked. Oh, can we play Haunted House? It was time for bed. Gran got Chip a hot water bottle. Is this house haunted? Asked Biff. Don't worry, laughed Gran. I don't have ghosts in my house. There are no such things. Biff and Chip couldn't sleep, and Biff had an idea. She wanted to play a joke on Chip. She had a torch in the bed. A torch, also known as a flashlight. Biff put the sheet over her head. She switched to the torch, and the sheet glowed. Ooh, I'm a ghost, said Biff. The sister of the two. And Chip laughed. He was frightened. Oh, he wasn't frightened. It's like reading 2 stories with me. He pulled the sheet off Biff. That was a good joke, he said. Oh, I think he said Chip. Biff and Chip heard a noise. It came from outside. Ooh, ooh, went the noise. Oh no, said Biff. It's a ghost. I probably should have said that a little bit less sarcastically. Chip looked out the window. It's not a ghost, he laughed. It's an owl. Come and look. That is a pretty cute owl. Biff and Chip looked outside. Oh no, said Chip. I can see a ghost. It's a ghost this time. Biff and Chip ran to Gran's room. Gran, called Biff. There's a ghost outside. But Gran wasn't in bed. Biff and Chip ran downstairs. Gran, called Biff. Where are you? We've seen a ghost. But Gran wasn't downstairs. She wasn't in her room. She wasn't downstairs. And all of a sudden the door opened. Biff and Chip were frightened. Oh no, they said. Gran came in. We were frightened, said Chip. You looked like a ghost. Gran laughed. I'm not a ghost, she said. She's just a lady with a cute little sweater on outside. She was collecting her kitty. I don't have ghosts, said Gran, but I do have, 2 little monsters. Gran laughed, and so did Biff and Chip. This was printed in Honch Conch. good place. Yeah. Nice little story. Always helps soothe and calm and relax and other adjective my mind. And of course, this is my favorite neck pillow that I don't think I've ever used for my neck before. But I just love the sound it makes. It's like an ocean. The waves crashing on the beach. It's extremely relaxing. I can't remember if I had to sew this up or not. I'm just going to squeeze it enough that it's going to pop. So, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm a little itchy all over. And it's not because we're both a little sick. I've fallen and I can't get up. And yeah, those scraps I got yesterday, they're really starting to feel uncomfortable now. But that's alright. That's alright. Let me check my little notebook. I always write stuff in here, and I like looking over it. It's been a while since I've looked at the first few pages. First page says, textbook, intrapersonal and group dynamics, a practical guide to building and effective team. English presentation would have been great before this one. Anatomy test number 1. It's on organelles up to 3/5, whatever that means. IPHC test 2. 2015, 11, 13. Need calc. Quiz 2, 15, 11, 24. Not a lot of days in between that. Anatomy test number 4, December 16th, 1 p.m. And it's in room 238. Oh, and there's a little willy drawn in here. And not by me, by the way. I have friends who are very good friends, but also awful friends. Week 14, English test. You know me. Love my English tests. Muffled. ZZZ. Flipping through channels. Door opens. Sound not muffled. On bed. Eating. I don't understand anything I've written ever. Is it supposed to make sense? Do people usually make sense? Rotan, Honduras. Mark 1. Live on island. Mark 2. Make videos on island. Done. That's the whole thing. That's what I was gonna do. This is where I started to write some ASMR triggers. Soft trigger sounds. Apparently, hey, with 3 Y's is the first one. Then you get sk, 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 and tickle, 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 tickle. And you are okay. Follow your dreams. Float. This is back in 2016 when I had no idea what I was doing with ASMR, but I really like doing it. Like, how is you are okay a soft trigger sound. I think that's it. I mean, there was a bunch in the middle that simply cannot show you. Not now, and not ever. Not in this lifetime, at least. So, I hope you're okay. It can be interesting for everyone during these times. A little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? Unpredictable. And unpredictable can be good sometimes, you know? Some of the best things happen when you don't expect them. When you're not thinking about it, right? When you're laying in bed, about to fall asleep, and all of a sudden, your next greatest idea comes to mind. It's like natural hallucinogenics. No, but whatever happens, it is going to be okay. And I have this saying, this mantra, that I've followed for a long time now. And I got it from, of all places, Rick and Morty. You know, can you believe he turned himself into a pickle? No, the part that really stuck to me and that I've taken and molded into any situation I'm in is that, there's potentially infinite universe and infinite people. And all that's true is this moment right here, right now. So why not just do whatever you feel needs to be done, whether that's to go downstairs and watch TV, or to just do whatever would make you most happy at that moment. And so the way I've kind of molded it to my beliefs, and many people don't like the way I've explained this, but it brings me a lot of comfort, and so I gotta believe that you, because you're my best friend, we gotta at least think a little bit the same, right? So it goes like this. While I comfort your little ears. There are more than 7 billion people in this world. I cannot even picture more than 1,000. I can't fathom it. And yet, there are billions. And so no matter what happens, wherever, whenever, no matter how new, how troubling, how anxious, how painful, how anything, it doesn't matter. And not that it doesn't matter and we shouldn't care, but it doesn't matter, so you shouldn't feel hurt by it. You should just do your best and do whatever you deem to be the most positive at the time, no matter what's going on. You know, the most ridiculous thing I've heard during this entire self-isolation thing is that this is the perfect time to, invest in the market, or figure out what you're going to do for the rest of your life, or to start your own business, or to yada yada, a million different things, instead of just doing the things you enjoy. No, you must do something profound. You must do something amazing. And believe me, I have never done a single amazing thing because I put my mind to it. Everything that I've enjoyed and been proud of are things that just happened, you know? They just happened. And I just went with it. Went with what it means to be me. Because that is really what we have. We have our own unique self. And to react as anything different would be blasphemy. Absolute blasphemy. I know I've been doing a lot of reading here, but I just found some really funny things, and I like it. This is 101 Dalmatians. Psych. It's 101 tips for being a best friend. It's by Nancy Grulich. And I love this because its sole purpose, its complete goal, is to brainwash children into being the best, the most perfect they could ever be. But it really is a great book, and there is some good information in here. But I think this book was written in like the 80s or something. And you'll understand right away why. The first step is to save up for fun times, right? Good idea, you know. And they have a list of things you could do. Yard work is hard work, but fun work too. Like, you see those leaves outside? You should rake them, and maybe you'll get a little tip from the tooth fairy. And then this term, I've never heard. It's set up a sip stand, which really just means a lemonade stand. But yeah, you can make a perfect punch. There's another one to shovel during the winter. You can wrap it up. Around the holidays, people have a lot of gifts to wrap. They'd surely be grateful for a little help. This is the 29 billionth century. People got Amazon gift wrapping. They don't need us to do that, unfortunately. Tip number 35. Keep laughing. Keep laughing. It's like, always smile. Share memories. I can understand how many of these would be incredibly, incredibly helpful if you were younger. Like, you might not know, if nobody in your family told you that you're supposed to share memories. Like, that would be such a weird concept to just approach a friend and be like, 2 days ago, my dog, he ate my whole sandwich. It was crazy. Your friend would be like, you're sharing things? Ew. Be your mom and dad's best friend. Okay, that one's cute, but all of these are way too heavy-handed. Share lunches. I don't think I've ever done that. I guess I've never had a best friend. Keep in touch over the summer. You can send newsletters or do a joint drawing. I don't even know what that is. Just start by drawing on the head of the top of the sheet of paper. Fold down the piece of paper so your friend cannot see the head. Then mail the picture to her. Without unfolding the paper, your friend should add the neck and upper body. Then she must fold down the paper. You took something that could have been so personal and connected, like draw the first half and reveal it and have the friend draw the other half, but instead you might as well have made them blind and alone and drawing alone as well. Communicate is tip number 70. Don't be jealous. and always be on time. I think friends respected me when I showed up late. Write notes in code is a tip for being best friends. Although a best friend language is really, really good. You just rub the fingers together. Just gonna pluck a few of these. I don't know what it is. They just float around here. And I know you don't find it too bothersome, but I'm just gonna pluck and pluck and pluck and pluck them right off your head. Hope that's alright. I haven't really asked for permission for any of this, but what are friends for if not to try random things without asking to test reactions? I really do want to help you get to bed, though. So, if you would allow, I have these soft little muffs. And I just like to, brush it on your face and on your ears, on your neck. Boulders falling down your back. You crack the egg. And yes, I only know portions of each of those. It's not important to human survival, so why must I remember random riddles? Next you're gonna tell me I need to know how to properly use grammar. Disgusting. Relax. You're safe. It's so soothing here. The room is in fact room temperature. You can't feel where your fingertips end and where the air begins. As you relax. I love taking care of you. I don't know if it's because I like to feel valuable, for being very honest, or if I just love seeing your reaction to stuff. It's one thing to say something that's funny and comforting. It's another to do something physical, Actually, I guess words are pretty substantial, real. But what are we? Some book learning nerds? Yeah. Oh, okay. My bad. Always taught to never, ever shush a fellow peer. That's rude, but I don't know if it's just me, but I find it really soothing and comfortable when someone's doing it for the right reason, right? Shh, 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 shh. I'm not telling you to shush up. I'm just soothing you with a little bit of shh, 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 shh. You need your sleep. You need your sleep. And I don't know what happened the last 2 nights. I was sleeping so well before. Last night, I think I got just below 7 hours of sleep. And the most recent night, I got like 6 hours and 40 minutes of sleep. And unfortunately, I do not have the talent of napping, so I'm just gonna have to wait till next time. But thanks for joining me here tonight, this morning. And yeah, I hope this helped you a bit. And I'll see you next time. A chicka chicka.